While the latest version of Alinity automates key workflows such as applications and renewals, there will always be a need for administrators to manually process registration changes. However, every regulatory authority and professional college has its own unique requirements. That's why Alinity was developed as a framework solution. It can be extensively customized to meet each regulator's needs. It also needs to be configured to execute workflows, bylaws, and business rules properly. There are four main configuration points for registration changes: setting up the registration change mapping, adding registration change reasons, configuring the change requirements, and assigning fees. In this video, we're going to look at the second configuration element, adding registration change reasons. Registration change reasons appear in the Reason drop-down menu and are a required field when completing manual registration changes. Before you begin adding registration change reasons, you'll need to have a user account with at least basic administrator permissions. By this point, you should have all your registers configured and the allowed changes mapped out. We recommend you have a master document of registration change reasons, requirements, and fees beforehand. When you're ready, log in with your username and password combination and, from the main dashboard, select Lists from the side navigation bar. Then choose Reasons from the available options. Unsurprisingly, given where we've navigated to, you'll see a list of reason groups for various functions used by the Alinity system, such as reasons for canceling invoices or reasons for issuing refunds. The list we're looking for is registration change reasons. Virtually every regulatory authority has its own unique set of registration change reasons, and yours were likely converted from your previous system, assuming it tracked such things during your implementation. You can delete reasons by clicking the trash icon and confirming the deletion, but we want to add reasons, so we'll click the Add button. On the Create Register Change Reasons page, we need a name for the change. This is probably the most important information you need to provide, as it will display on the reason drop-down list when you perform registration changes. You also need to provide a unique code. The code can be anything as long as it's 25 characters or less. The important thing is that the code be unique. It can't be the same as any other code in the system. The sequence number tells Alinity which order to display the reasons in. For example, if we set this to 1, it will appear in the list before reasons that are marked 2 or higher. This is great for keeping your lists sorted and organized, but it's not strictly necessary, so every reason can use the default 0 if you want. Just make sure the field is filled in when you save it. Tooltips display additional information when users hover over the reason when actually using the application. Tooltips are great for reason types that show up on forms or are member-facing, but for our purposes, they're not particularly important, so we'll just skip over this section. Now that we've added a couple of new reasons, we can go back and attempt another registration change, and those reasons will appear in the drop-down list. Repeat the process for all the registration change reasons your organization requires for all registers. When you're done, it's time to move to the third configuration point, configuring registration change requirements. And, as always, if you have any questions or concerns, contact Softworks at 1-800-755-1546 or email us at support@softworksgroup.com.